Wandanya reported its highest manganese grades at its Wandanya Project in Western Australia. Brendan Cummins is Managing Director. Brendan, welcome to mining.com.au.
G'day, Mike. Nice to meet with you. And once again, good to talk to the mining.com.au investors.
Now, Brendan, in your drill results, you announced that the grades were shallow, thick, and high grade.
The Wandanya discovery, we've only put three drill programs into the deposit to date, but we've drilled out about 3 kilometres of strike now with that third phase of drilling. The last set of results sort of kind of blew me away a bit. They're just improving as we were going to the north on the second last northern line, getting multiple holes between 5 and 8 metres above 35% manganese, which is outstanding. And then in the base of those, the footwall zones of those, there were 3 or 4 metres above 40%, sometimes above 45% manganese. So definitely some of the best drill intersects that we've had out of the project. And we only received about 50 odd holes back from 150 odd holes, and pretty much all of those were mineralised except for one. So that's an exceptional hit rate as well. So the deposit's growing, so much more confidence in its scale, 3 kilometres long, 300, 400 metres wide, outcropping to very shallowly dipping to the east. So it has all the merits of a project that we can certainly get into development over time.
Step back, Brendan. Tell us about what are you modeling in that area? What have you accomplished to date, and what are the drill results telling you?
I think the drill results are telling us that we do have a fairly significant discovery of manganese here in Western Australia. Look, manganese is not an easy commodity to discover. There's been a lot of effort and money spent over the last 20 to 30 years, probably even longer. And look, the last discovery of something significant for manganese was probably Woody in WA at that higher grade range. And that was 50 years ago. And that's been in development for that time as well. So that's a pretty old mine. We're quite fortunate that we found something shallow to outcropping. And in terms of, its ease of extractability, just that shallow nature of it just means a low strip ratio, low cost operation, which is really important for manganese.
Have you done any metallurgy work?
Yeah, we did do some initial metallurgical test work very early in the piece. So after phase 1 drilling in September 2024, I just took some RC chips and we ran those through the lab using a density methodology to increase the grade. And I was pleasantly surprised that the upgrade from about 30% manganese up to about 45% manganese was achieved using a density of 2.85, that's kind of an industry standard. So to jump from that 30% to a 45% means that you're well and truly into the premium grade manganese market in terms of selling it at that grade. So there's obviously more test work required, but for me at that time it was just to get a yes or no answer. Can we upgrade this material? Yes, we can. Perfect. Let's move on and keep on drilling.
Let's switch to the company. Are you financed?
Yeah, look, we're well financed. We recently did a $10 million placement at about 42%, which is a fantastic share price to raise money at, considering 6 months ago the company was probably trading at 5 or 6 cents. So we've finally had some recognition in the market. We're probably averaging around the cap raise price around 42 cents. But look, the benefit of it is that it takes away the uncertainty of funding for the company, but also gives us the firepower to go out and do much more drilling, exploration to the north and south of Wandanya and to the east. So it gives us a lot more bullets in the chamber, I guess, to keep on doing what we're doing and progress the project. So next year we'll be doing a lot more work on the environment, understanding doing baseline studies on the environment, more detailed metallurgy, further drilling, infill drilling on the 3 kilometres that we have defined already, but also extending it to the north a further 3 kilometres to the east and to the south, where we recently acquired the ground to the south, where I think I'm seeing mineralisation for another 2 kilometres down to the south as well. So look, it's a really big system, and having money in the bank will enable us to progress it efficiently, deploy that capital efficiently. And we've also got about 2,000 square kilometres up there in the Pilbara that does require further exploration. There's some fantastic targets in that we're working on as well. So over the next 12 to 18 months, having that money in the bank is going to give us a lot of horsepower.
Brendan, thanks for telling us about it at mining.com.au.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Mike. Talk soon.